In the fascinating world of leather manufacturing, modern machinery skillfully shapes, molds, and stitches boots that not only last, but also successfully combine tradition and contemporary style. Modern factories make boots that deliver comfort, style, and durability in a blend of tradition and technology. Can you guess how many expert hands must touch each boot before it's ready for the road? How are manufacturers modifying their designs to stay ahead of the constantly shifting trends brought by social media and e-commerce? Well, join us as we take a glimpse inside the factory. Each boot tells a tale. Let's unravel the mysteries of leather boot manufacturing one stitch at a time. As we all know, leather footwear is a manufacturing powerhouse in addition to being a fashion statement. It has become a favorite among consumers throughout the United States because of its comfort, style, and durability. Can you believe that in 2020, the US leather footwear manufacturing industry brought in an astounding $19.8 billion? But wait, that's not all. According to experts, this industry will continue to thrive and expand between 2021 and 2028 at a thrilling 3.1% each year. The making of leather boots, as obvious as it might sound, starts in the leather room, where rolls upon rolls of carefully chosen skins fill the room from floor to ceiling. The air is thick with the distinct scent of premium leather. It's time to trim the leather to the proper size after selecting a particular type. Now you might think that carefully cutting each piece by hand would take a very long time. However, this is where efficiency comes into play, as they use precisely sized stamps that cut every part required to make the boot, from the toe to the heel. This guarantees that each piece is cut to perfection and is prepared to proceed to the next stage of the crafting process, in addition to saving time. Designing and creating patterns is the first step in the fascinating process of crafting leather boots. There are many different designs of leather boots, such as over the knee, knee-high, mid-calf, and ankle boots. The leather is then cut, stitched, lasted, and finished to create excellent shoes. Even though many old methods are still in use today, artisans are coming up with new and creative designs by using modern materials and technology. It takes talented craftsmen who are well versed in leatherworking, design, and engineering to create these remarkable boots. They work hard to satisfy the high standards for quality and style that's today's customers' demand. Let's look at the various kinds of leather that are used to produce leather boots. One of the finest options is full-grain leather, which comes from the top layer of animal hide and is considered the highest quality leather available. It is the strongest and most resilient to deterioration, and it gradually acquires a distinctive pattern. Full-grown leather not only breathes well, but also adapts to the foot for an ideal fit. However, it's the costliest kind of leather and demands careful maintenance to preserve its appearance. Top grain leather is less expensive than full grain leather. It has a flat surface that makes it easier to deal with throughout production. Additionally, this leather is quite resistant to stains and water damage. Many people like suede leather's soft, fuzzy texture, and it's an affordable option too. However, it does need a bit more care to maintain its fresh appearance. Patent leather is all about the shine. This coated leather is visually striking due to its glossy finish. Exotic leathers like crocodile, alligator, or ostrich provide distinctive textures and patterns that are eye-catching for individuals looking for something truly unique. These leathers are commonly used in high-end boots and carry a premium price tag. After selecting the leather, the next step is cutting and stitching. These methods are crucial since they guarantee that each pair is not only fashionable but long-lasting. Let's talk about cutting techniques. One of the most impressive methods is die cutting. This method uses a die cutter, a specialized tool with a metal template, to cut leather parts for the shoe with incredible accuracy and reliability. Skiving is a method that uses a specialized skiving machine to thin the edges of leather components for a seamless, smooth finish. After cutting the leather pieces, the next step focuses on ensuring that each piece is perfectly shaped. Artisans' first task is to ensure that each piece is precisely the correct thickness. This is the stage where important details are imprinted onto the leather, like the size, place of manufacture, and model. Hot metal embossing and foil add these details, giving each boot its unique identity. Rows of sewing machines hum to life in the stitching room as talented craftspeople concentrate hard on their work. Every worker is an expert, in charge of a particular stitch that gives the boot strength, detail, or a final touch. This area is a hive of rhythm and accuracy. Every stitch, seam, and reinforcement is carefully positioned as the boot is transferred from one craftsman to the next in a smooth production line. Some machines use a straight thread to enhance strength, while others use zigzag stitch to shape the leather. The stitches on each machine are carefully selected to give the boot a distinctive appearance and make it strong. They're crafted using different stitching methods such as lock stitching, welt stitching, and sole stitching. These techniques effectively secure the shoe parts together, enhancing their durability. The PVC welt stage is where things start to get interesting. This method uses a PVC welt that is sewn all around the upper in place of the conventional leather welt that most factories use. And here's the surprising twist. Unlike most shoes, the sole and welt aren't glued together at all. Instead, they're melted and fused into one solid piece. The sole and welt are flawlessly bonded into one piece of material by heating the PVC beyond its melting point and then pressing it together while it's still liquid. No glue, no gaps, and no risk of the sole coming loose. Once the stitching is done, the boots start to take on its distinctive shape, although it looks like a rough draft of the final product. After the leather pieces are stitched, finishing processes like sanding, buffing, and polishing are employed to achieve a smooth, polished appearance. Now it's time to add the finer details that make each boot both functional and stylish. One of the first steps in this process is inserting the eyelets, those small yet crucial metal rings that will guide the laces and hold them in place. Each eyelet is carefully positioned and secured in just seconds, one after another, with a speed and precision that only come from years of experience. Enjoying so far? Show your support by liking this video and subscribing for more behind-the-scenes content. Do you think it's easy to work so swiftly and smoothly that even the smallest details seem effortless? No way. At this point, the boots start to resemble something you and I would wear in terms of shape. However, it still lacks structure and seems a little flat. To achieve that classic boot shape, the next step is to stretch the boot, an essential process that enhances its dimension. A machine designed for this purpose carries out this transformation. Interestingly, the machine uses both hot and cold temperatures to efficiently shape the shoes. The heat works to soften the material, making it easier to shape, while the cold helps to set the form, ensuring that the boot keeps its new structure. This blend of temperature and technique is crucial for creating a boot that is both fashionable and comfortable to wear. Next is the addition of the boot's midsole, essential to the overall comfort and support of the shoe. This component is crucial for a comfortable wearing experience because it makes direct contact with the bottom of your foot. Before moving on to the next crucial stage, the Goodyear welting, the team meticulously positions the midsole and fastens it with staples, ensuring everything stays securely in place. While those staples are often out of sight, they're vital for keeping the boot's structure intact throughout the manufacturing process. They do a great job of keeping the parts firmly in place, but you wouldn't see them until you disassembled the foot entirely. This stable base is essential because it gets the boot ready for the Goodyear welting. This method gives the boot a long lifespan by strengthening the connection between the upper and sole and making future resoling simple. This step's attention to details demonstrates the skill that goes into creating premium leather boots, guaranteeing that they're both fashionable and long-lasting. Now, the Goodyear welting process is a method used to attach the sole to the boot. The first step is to sew a rubber welt onto the boot. If you examine a boot closely, you'll see that the base is surrounded by a chic gray thread. A concealed stitch underneath the surface does the actual hard lifting, so while it gives a beautiful touch, its main purpose is ornamental. Therefore, you may rest easy knowing that your boot won't break apart even if you unintentionally damage that gray style stitch. Once the welt is in place, it's time to attach the thick sole, and this involves a touch of heat magic. Now it's time to add the thick sole using heat. First, we secure the sole in place with 4 screws before heating it fully. The heat sealing machine operates with a blade that reaches 700 degrees Celsius. That's really hot. This extreme heat aids in forming a strong, long-lasting bond between the sole and the boot that will endure over time. Next crucial step in creating a leather boot is lasting, which gives the boot a strong structure by securing the upper portion to the sole. Different methods give the design distinct advantages. Board lasting provides a strong foundation by attaching the upper to a robust insole board. Conversely, cement lasting offers strength and flexibility by directly bonding the upper to the sole using glue. Combination lasting blends the board and cement techniques to produce a boot that is both flexible and long-lasting. Finishing is the last step in making leather boots, where each pair is carefully polished to reach perfection. It uses a few unique methods to give leather a distinctive appearance and texture. Burnishing gives the leather edges a smooth, shiny finish by using a special tool to rub them, resulting in a polished and refined appearance. After that, polishing adds a thin coating of cream or wax to give the leather a slight shine and shield its surface. Finally, buffing gives the entire shoe a smooth, even finish by removing any uneven areas. When combined, these steps ensure that every pair of leather boots looks sharp, high quality, and ready for any occasion. At this point, each boot gets one more inspection before being shipped to clients. Each pair undergoes a thorough examination, cleaning, and polishing. To make sure every pair meets high standards and is ready for its new owner, socks are placed inside, tags are secured, and laces are properly threaded. So that's a wrap on the process of making leather boots in the factory. The next time you put on your favorite pair, take a moment to think about the skilled hands that crafted them, the machines that stitched them together, and the dedication that went into every single detail. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit that bell icon. Your support really makes a difference and helps us bring you more exciting content.